became the president of JCA.
JCA.
What year?
You know, I have to take a look.
Okay.
Can you remember what year?
Okay. So
It was when we were at Dupont Street. I was the second president at the Dupont Street building,
yes.
and the last president there, because I gave up the presidency there, and as immediate past president,
Right.
I went into real estate then,
Ah.
and then I sold them this building.
Oh, you did?
Yes. And a group of zealous people who were on the board at the time figured, as an immediate past president, I still have an official connection with the association and was breaking the rule of not no officer of the association. It's a rule in the Constitution. Should make money
from
of the from the association during its term. But as a past president, I was an immediate past president, an ex officio, and I started selling real estate then. And this association needs a building. This association needs a building. And this is a man who is in real estate. So I found a company that have this building to sell, and they are the ones who are going to pay me a commission to find a buyer.
Yes.
And some members of the board interpreted that to be conflict of interest.
Wow. Hey, well, you know how it goes, right? It's just one of those things, right?
And demanded that my fee be turned over to them.
What?
Sandra Carnegie, she ended up being president of the association after that. She was the president at the time.
Oh.
She's not my friend. She's still alive. She's not my friend as a result of that. Carl Fuller was the president after me. And Herman Soward was the president. No, Carl Fuller was the president after me, and he became the president after Carl Fuller.
Okay.
So I got them the building, my dear sir. And this group of board members figured I shouldn't collect my commission for selling the association that building. And so they start raising hell. They even gone to the Toronto Real Estate Board, to which I was licensed, and the Ontario Real Estate Association, to prevent me from collecting my realtor's fee.
Wow.
And so what I did, Carl, who was scared, he went off to Florida on vacation. And the group of people here having meetings every day, trying to crush this sale or to cease my commission. So what I did, the sale was conditional on two things: inspection and mortgage financing. But I know the bank manager for JCA Royal Bank at the time. So I went to him and I said, will you give them a mortgage on that building? He said, sure, no problem. No problem. I said, give me a letter to that effect. So give me a letter. JCA, okay for mortgage. I got a civil engineer guy who was a civil engineer and in the building inspection thing. I got him to come and inspect the building. And he, at my own expense, and he inspected the building and he handed me a certificate. Structurally safe, no, can't see any reason why not to buy. And I send it to Mr. Fuller in Florida. That time they have $20,000 down payment on the building. Put down $20,000 with the offer. To us, $900,000, nearly $900,000 we pay for this building. And I sent it to him and I said, listen, the members of your organization will not take kindly to the fact that you allow $20,000 of JC money to go through your hand just like that, because it's done. It's a done deal. Here are the two conditions under which the agreement was made. They are free. The bank said you can get a mortgage. The qualified inspector said the building is safe and sound. So what you gonna do? So he ran back from Florida. That's when he ran back from Florida and come close the deal. And he becomes so unpopular with those group of people until poor Herman take over from him. And Herman is the savior for this building, because this was a factory when I bought it.
Okay.
But then, you know, all these places here were room with all type of storage, what have you.
Okay.
And he sat run for about nearly a year after we purchased it, having people meeting on the concrete floors over there, nothing done. Having a group of people, Sandra Carnegie, and the only one in that crowd up there that I know, still alive, still around.
So, I mean, this has been a very successful organization, as I can tell, right?
Yeah.
What do you have for the presidents to come? What kind of thoughts as we wrap up?
No, I've been with this organization from the first building in Dawes Road. And we have good leadership.
Yeah.
Starting from Roy Williams, coming right down the line, we have good leadership. It's always the thought of owning a building.
Yes.
I told them, I said, listen, you own a property and your organization will live after that. People will start coming to the building, just to the building, not to you, the organization. Jamaican, once you have a place that is called a Jamaican something,
people will come.
People will come. People will start seeing it as a home, and I tell you, that's what happened.
It stays a home now.
It's a home. It's the most successful. All other islands start organizations. JC was an organization for the whole Caribbean community. Since my existence, I've known Trinidadian, Bayesian, every nationality of the Caribbean to be a part of the JC. And they all learn from JC and they go aside and they start their own organization. The country's organization, the national organization. Some of them still exist, but they don't own anything.
Yeah.
They're still renting a place, still operating. We own this. We don't owe a penny in this.
Yeah.
The last $200,000 that was owned on this last year under, I think, Adoma or whatever, the girl before Adoma. There's a rich black man in this city who once owned a nursing home and a radio station. He's as old as I am and inactive as I am. But he got rid of everything a couple of years ago, and while he was going out, he called JC, and he was always a donor. But he said, how much money do you still owe on that building? $200,000, we told him. And he paid it off.
Wow.
So this building is supposed to be mortgage free. They probably carry $100,000 line of credit against it for whatever repair that needs to be done. And like I tell them every day, I don't worry about this organization. I said, it doesn't matter who comes or who goes. The Constitution is set up in such a way that this organization will continue to exist as a membership organization. It doesn't matter how long you're with it, how old you are, as long as you're a member, if something happens and it gets to the stage where it has to be dissolved,
it will be dissolved.
It will be dissolved, and the proceeds, according to the Constitution, will be distributed equally among any number of people who are members at that point in time.
Okay, all right.
No one man no one man, no one group of people can take over this building and claim ownership.
Okay.
It's truly a Jamaican Canadian center.
This has been truly a great experience sitting and talk with you, Maya. It's really nice to hear the stories, your stories as a youth, stories as an adult, and especially the challenges that you've made it through here. And I thank you so much for spending the time with me. It's been such a great honor to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.